good. So fire away. So thanks for getting in touch with me. I didn't expect you to ring so quick, but...
Well, I thought I've got a spare moment at the minute without any grandchildren or any noise around me, so I can think.
All good, all good. So your sighting occurred in the Adelaide Hills?
Yeah, it occurred on Old Bull Creek Road.
Yep.
Just south of Adelaide.
Yeah, I know where Old Bull Creek Road is.
Yeah, and I think I would have been about in grade 3, and I think it would have been around 77.
Okay.
Something like that.
So you're about 7 or 8 years old or something?
Yeah, I wasn't very old.
Yeah.
But my mum used to drive the school bus, and I've been racking my brain, and I think it was only Mum and myself on the bus at that time. We'd dropped off the last person.
Okay.
Whether there was somebody else on there, I can't really say, but I don't think there was. Anyway, we're driving along, and it was up over a crest, and this creature or dog, really long-looking dog, ran across probably 50 metres in front of us.
Yep.
And sort of looked at us as it ran across, and all I can remember was thinking, whoa, that is such a pointy animal, like being young. Like it was a point from its nose to its tail.
Yep.
Was really long, and then the stripes over its back. And I thought, I remember Mum looking at me, and we said, what was that? And we sort of didn't speak of it as we went home. And then when we got home, Mum told a few people, and of course they boo-hooed, oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And we really never spoke of it. So that was that was our sighting. But at that time, around Bull Creek, and I know people's chook pens and all that were getting broken into, and there was things happening around farms that were unexplained.
Okay. What sort of things do you recall?
I think someone was saying there was like prints in the mud and stuff like that didn't look like any dogs, or it was different. It was bigger, and it was just different things were happening.
Okay. Yep.
What else can I tell you? Yeah, so like I said, it's probably not a lot to say being only very young and seeing it, but being in South Australia was to me, it's a very strange place to see a Tasmanian tiger.
Well, it's a South Australian tiger, isn't it?
Well, it was. Yeah. And I've never seen, like Mum, she'd been around these parts for years. Like she grew up around here. She was born around in Mount Barker, I think.
Okay, yep.
And she's never seen anything like that either. And she was not a person that would make up lies and for us to both see it. So she went to her grave not really saying too much about it, other than to the family.
Yep.
Yeah.
And do you recall roughly how far away it would have been from the bus when you saw it cross the road?
Yeah, I reckon it would have been about 50 metres.
Excuse me. Yep, so it was reasonably close.
It was reasonably close. Like I could see its features.
Yep, and it was still daylight. You were heading home from school.
Yeah, it was. We've dropped off the last child. As far as I think it was the last child. I don't think there was anyone else on the bus.
Yep.
And I was sitting up on the engine mount, in the middle of the bus there.
Yeah, right up the front there.
Which I could do when no one else was.
And it's nice and warm to sit on too.
Yeah.
When it's cold in the hills.
That's right. And we witnessed that together. So that was kind of a special thing to see with Mum. But it's not something you sort of talk about too much, because people actually, I'm a bit crazy anyway, so that's what everybody thinks. But to actually say that out loud, people would go, what the hell?
Yeah, it's one of those things that pretty well imprints on your brain when you see it, because it doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, and I can still see it. I can shut my eyes and visualise what it looked like.
Do you recall?
And I can go to the point where I saw it up on the hill.
Are you still in the district?
Yeah, I'm still in Strathalbyn.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I used to fish out Paris Creek Way in a couple of dams out there when I was in my 20s.
Oh, did you? Did you know anyone around this area?
Oh, not really. I knew a couple of people from out Mount Barkaway, and I lived out near Nairn on
Okay.
Brakunga Road for a while back in the
Yeah,
early
beautiful
90s.
place. Yeah.
Yeah, but my dad used to shoot up Bull Creek Way rabbits back in the 60s, I think it was.
Yeah.
Used to go up
Yeah.
there popping a few bunnies back in the day when you could still go and do that sort of thing.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Yeah. We
Yeah,
used to do that all the time up through that way.
yeah, you have to. And we used
Mm.
to eat them. I mean, we ate rabbit a
Oh
lot
yeah.
as a kid. It was underground
Oh,
mutton, we used to call it.
that's right, mutton. That's beautiful. Mum used to cook it up beautifully. Yeah.
Yeah, mums had a way. They
They did.
definitely did.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, there's still lots of sightings up in Adelaide Hills quite regularly. Nearly every year we get fresh
Is
sightings.
there really?
Yeah, and there's a lot of historical information as well, you'd be pleased to know.
Wow. Oh, that's awesome. Oh,
Um,
that's really good.
one of the telltale signs that are in the area is wallabies and kangaroos that turn up with their heads missing on the side
Okay.
of the road. That's very common.
Okay.
They
So
gen
they just like the head. They don't
they
take anything.
well they take the blood-filled organs as well, so they'll rip the lungs and the heart out through the neck cavity often.
Okay. Because
So,
that's similar to a fox, isn't it?
well, foxes aren't known to rip their heads off and run away with things. Foxes usually go in through the belly where it's soft and quick,
Okay. Yeah.
and they're very flighty and opportunistic. It takes a bit of time to rip the head off of an animal, especially in
Yeah, you'd have to have a fair good jaw on you, I'd be thinking, yes.
yeah, a full-grown adult male kangaroo. We find them reasonably regularly with their heads missing. It's a formidable animal, an adult male. He's like 6 foot tall. He's not gonna
Yeah,
take
they're
any
strong.
shit.
No.
So whatever rips the
wow.
head off of that thing is
Yeah.
worth respecting, I think.
Oh, I definitely think so, yeah. Yeah, but if I find any more information, like...
Yeah, can you recall what colour it was, just off the top of your head, or was it?
Oh, it was dark, like it was... I'd nearly say it was like, like a real dark brown.
Okay, yep.
Like, well, the stripes were, like, made it probably look like that.
Yeah, sure, because they're dark at the rear end with the stripes. And if the stripes
yeah,
are a bit
they're
wider
brown.
on some
right.
individuals, that changes it up a bit too.
Yeah, so it was like the lighter bits obviously weren't the stripes.
Yep.
But yeah, I could remember thinking, gee, that's a long dog.
How long do you reckon you saw it for?
Probably 4 or 5 seconds,
Yep.
which doesn't seem very long, but when you're counting, it's quite long, isn't it?
Sure. Is it a steep part of the hill where you're going along there in the bus?
Yes, we're going up to the top of the hill.
So you're not driving very fast as you're going up
No,
there? Yep.
no, not at all. And we're going, and it ran over the top of the crest of the hill.
Yep.
Yeah, so it was like it was like the horizon. Yeah,
Sure. Was there much cover in that part of the roadway there, or is it pretty well cleared?
No, very cleared.
Okay.
Yeah. So it would have come up out the gully.
Yep.
And then up over the rise. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, the road between Strathalbyn and Mount Barker has plenty of sightings in the last 5 or so years, so
Really?
keep your eye out.
Oh, I'm gonna, yeah. And I'm open to everything in this life, so I would love to see another one. So I'll put it out there.
All right. If you see any headless roos or anything like that, and you feel like taking a photo, we're always happy to receive that sort of info as well.
Sure. All right.
But it's pretty common in the winter time, especially in the Adelaide Hills, to find roos with their heads missing.
Wow.
So I think they might move out a bit coastal during the summer months and come into the hills in winter.
Okay.
But
Oh, this is great. Oh, thank you. That's made my day.
yeah, that's good. No worries. Any time at all you
That's good.
have any
All
info,
right,
feel free to.
any information that I come across any time if anything comes across my path.
Excellent.
All right, I just wish I could have taken a photo. I wish I could take my
Your
memory
mental photo.
and take a photo of it. Yeah.
Don't worry, the way technology's going, they'll be able to do that soon.
Well, they probably already have.
Yeah, they'll steal our memories as well.
Yeah, they know everything we're thinking.
That's for sure.
That's scary shit.
Google advertising makes that obvious, doesn't it?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
All right, well, good on you, Sally.
Thank you.
No worries. Thanks for your
You have a
time.
great day.
You too.
Keep warm. See ya.
Bye-bye.